Welcome back, chat. This is Tent Life before $10,000 XRP. Right now, it's 6/11/2025. Really the night of 6/10, but you know, it's morning time, so technically it's 6/11. Man, today I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Today, like, for most of the day, my energy was pretty well, but like a couple hours ago, I just got on my feelings just about, I don't know, whenever I just really think about how I died inside and lost everything, it just really affects me, and it brings tears to me, you know, because it was just a very hard time in my life, and I'm glad I'm over it. I'm glad God saved me and I'm not dead inside anymore. But just like the memories and the thoughts that go around in my brain when I think about how I felt and what I had to go through, it just brings tears to me, y'all. It just brings tears to me. So I'm trying to keep my spirit up because I know how blessed all of us are. We are so blessed. So I try to like just put it aside, but I don't know, sometimes it's good to just cry and let it out, you know, so I can kind of just like cry and then go past it and try to get my night going again. But yeah, so tonight we're gonna, what chapter were we on? I can't remember. We're still reading The Mastery of Love by Miguel Ruiz. We're pretty far though, chat. We're pretty far. Can't wait to get the next book going. So yeah, we were on, I hate when that happens, but so last night we read chapter 8 in this book called Sex, the Biggest Demon in Hell. And tonight we are going to read chapter 9. But before we do all that, we have some other things I want to do. But yeah, so chapter 9 is called the Divine Huntress. We're going to get into that later. But before we do all that, I just wanted to talk about XRP. Right now it's 6/11/2025. XRP is currently at $2.29. That's the steal. You guys know where we're going. We're going to 10,000, 60,000. We're going really far with this. So it's like every $100 you spend right now is going to be worth like $500,000 in the future. So it's crazy, and I can't wait for these videos to age, because you guys are going to see that sometimes you just got to go with what God's telling you. You just got to go with your gut feeling, because if you don't go with your gut feeling and what God's telling you, you might miss out on the biggest opportunity ever. Imagine how many people think that they missed XRP right now, and it's at $2.29, and they're like, oh, I missed it, it's not going anywhere, because they're listening to the media and things like that. So instead of investing in XRP right now when it's really low, they're just deciding not to, which is insane to me. But this is going to be the evidence that you guys have been asking for. So next time there's another coin and people are telling you, oh, it's not going to do this, it's not going to do that, you guys won't mix the next one. I don't know, because you know, Bitcoin was the beta test coin. It was the first coin. And then XRP is the next big thing. I don't know if there's going to be anything bigger than XRP after this, but this is y'all's chance. So if you're joining in, invest in XRP. This is not financial advice, but God's telling me it's going to be over $10,000 a coin, which is amazing. Like we're living through generational wealth right now. Theoretically speaking, when XRP hits $10,000, I'm already a multi-millionaire. A lot of us are, as long as we held and believed, you know? Most people are gonna sell XRP when it hits $100, and they're gonna just think it's done. But me personally, when XRP hits $100, that's just like a signal in my head that's like 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, you know? That's what goes off in my head. So I'm just holding. God's blessing me right now. Even though I'm sad and I'm crying, I know what God has planned for me. I'm over here crying because I lost the love of my life, but God said she's gonna come back. I have no doubt in what God's saying. I know everything's gonna work out with divine timing, but it still hurts because I can't necessarily see the end of the tunnel right now. But that's the thing. You guys need to learn how to listen to God. I'm gonna keep trying to keep up with this series until every single thing that I'm talking about comes into fruition. Love of my life, the $10,000 XRP, and then me getting paid to just speak to people, millions of people, and I literally have to do nothing else. I'm not gonna stop this until those three things come true, just to show you guys the abundance and things that God is bringing me, because I know how to believe and be obedient. But yeah, so what I really wanted to do, I'm not gonna show y'all everything in my tent because, you know, there's safety reasons. I have issues with like ex-females sending people out here to try to harm me and taking pictures of me and shit. So like, I don't necessarily want to show you guys all of that, but I am gonna show you guys this car because I'm not bullshitting y'all. I didn't just buy this fucking key off of Amazon and trying to like pull a fast one on y'all know. I personally have not even sat down in the car yet. I looked at it just like with my mind blown. I'm just like, whoa, like God did what he said he was gonna do. So I haven't even like really sat in the car and like looked at it in the way I want to look at it yet, because it's just kind of crazy to me. So I'm gonna do that with you guys right now. I'm gonna kind of show you guys a little like around kind of what I got going on, and then we're gonna come back in here and we're gonna learn how to love ourselves. All right. And with all this being said and done, the reason why I say we're learning about God is because I'm showing you guys my testimony live. I'm not editing anything. This is from my soul and I'm showing y'all. So we got the key. What we're gonna do is we are gonna take one of these light bars. We're gonna take a light bar with us. We're gonna take a light bar and we're gonna go outside. Let me try to do this without bringing like millions of bugs, you know. But yeah, I dead ass do live in a tent though, like real shit. All right, so oh my god, like every bug in the world just try to come. But look, I'm living in a tent, y'all. I'm living in a tent. Okay, so I'm living in a tent. I don't know how I could do this, but yeah, so we have to go through the woods, basically. We have to go through the woods. Oh, I just got hit with a spider web. But that's the tent way over there, and we got to go through the woods. So yes. All right, so y'all see the car. Look at the car, chat. I haven't even paid $1 for this car yet, and I already have it. So yes, God can do anything. God was like I said in my last episodes, 4 or 5 days ago, God was telling me I was going to be traveling. I did not have a car yet, and then like the next day or whatever, I woke up with a car. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna unlock it, all right? Okay, so y'all see we're in the car. We got a sunroof, it's paid off. I got the title. I haven't even cranked this car up yet, so y'all are gonna witness me cranking the car up that God blessed me with. Ooh, Let's go. Woo! AC sounds good. You know the AC's working real good. Okay. Like, look at this, y'all. And I could go anywhere with this car. I don't owe a car note. I don't owe anybody any money. You know, this is my car. We got the little stereo, you know. Like, I'm happy, man. I'm really happy. Let's go on the outside real quick. Can we get lights? Let's see. Okay, we got more lights. Alright. You see we got the sunroof. That's pretty cool. I'm probably gonna tint this car and do a couple of things to it, you know, to make it mine. But yeah, so y'all see this shit. Y'all see it? I got a car now. Oh shit. But yes, chat, I got a car, and this is just me visually showing you guys what God can do if you just pray hard enough. Let's look in the back. Okay, so little back seat, you know, we got some room back there, some room in the trunk. I'm gonna have to get this car detailed and stuff like that. But man, I'm excited because y'all know I like to travel, so I don't really know how long we're gonna be doing tent life. I mean, technically all this is tent life, like, you know, technically, because if it's not tent life, then it's gonna be car life. But this is all the same series. Let's see if we can get the radio going. How loud is it? I don't even know how this works. The fuck is the channel, bro? Ah, no, this shit sounds scary. But yeah, y'all, I got a car now. So I just can't wait to show y'all, like, whenever I link back up with the love of my life. Like, she's just the most fucking, like, angelic person ever. And I just hope God can save my reputation, because it was fucked up really bad. Like, the love of my life thinks I'm a monster when I'm really not. But that's because there's a third party who made her think I was a monster. You feel me? Like, I fucked up. I admit I fucked up back in the day. But that's not who I am. And it was because of the shit I was going through. Anyways, it was my choice. I was wrong, you know. So, but you live and you learn. Anyways, chat. We're going to turn this car off, though. Because we got to go and learn more about loving ourselves so that we can get closer to God and be able to actually accept our abundance, you know, for whenever he does send us abundance. Hold up, hold up. Okay. Alright, chat, so the car is right there. The car is right there. We gotta walk all the way back. Like, this shit's kind of crazy, y'all. It's pretty crazy. But I kind of wanted to switch it up this episode so y'all could see that, like, I'm so serious. I'm so serious about what I say. Now we're going back to the tent. Spiders, whatever. We got everything out here, you know? You see that? We got so many creatures out here. Possums. Oh no. Drop the car key. Again. Oh my Lord. Hold up, y'all. I just dropped my car keys and I think there's like spiders and things right here. Hold up. All right, we got it. All right, so I'm gonna turn this light off real quick, just so the bugs don't follow me in. I'm not gonna cut this because this is real genuine content. You feel me? All right, so we're back. We're back. I don't want to show y'all too much of what I got going on in this specific room. But yeah, y'all, we got the fucking car. And it's just blowing my mind. Like, that was the first time I ever sat down in the car, and I just showed y'all. But yeah, right now XRP is $2.29. God is going to turn that to $10,000 and more. And this is the greatest testimony of all time. Let's get started though. Let's learn more about the mastery of love so that we can use it in our life to basically be able to see like if someone really does love us or not, so we don't get taken advantage of whenever this abundance comes into our life. All right, so The Mastery of Love by Miguel Ruiz, the Divine Huntress. In Greek mythology, there's a story about Artemis, the Divine Huntress. Artemis was the supreme huntress because the way she hunted was effortless. She fulfilled her needs so easily and lived in perfect harmony. Wow. All right. She fulfilled her needs so easily and lived in perfect harmony with the forest. Everything in the forest loved Artemis, and to be hunted by her was an honor. It never seemed like Artemis was hunting. Whatever she needed came to her. This is why she was the best hunter, but this also made her the most difficult prey. Her animal form was a magical deer that was almost impossible to hunt. Artemis lived in a perfect harmony in the forest until one day a king gave an order to Hercules, the son of Zeus, who was searching for his own transcendence. All right, we're on 10%. We gotta hurry up. I want to get my message out because like this is going pretty well, you know. But anyways, Hercules, being the undefeated son of Zeus, did not refuse. He went to the forest to hunt the deer. The deer saw Hercules, and she wasn't afraid of him. She let Hercules come close, but when Hercules tried to capture her, she ran. There was no way Hercules could get this deer unless he became a better hunter than Artemis. Hercules called upon Hermes, the messenger of the gods, the fastest one, to lend him his wings. Now Hercules was as fast as Hermes, and soon the most valuable prey was in the hands of Hercules. You can imagine the reaction of Artemis. She was hunted by Hercules, and of course she wanted to get even. She wanted to hunt Hercules, and she did her best to capture him. But Hercules was now the most difficult prey. Hercules was so free, and although she tried and tried, Artemis could not capture him. Artemis didn't need Hercules at all. She felt a strong need to have him, but of course it was only an illusion. She believed she was in love with Hercules, and she wanted him for herself. The one thing on her mind was to get Hercules, and it became an obsession until she was no longer happy. Artemis started to change. She was no longer in harmony with the forest because now she hunted just for the pleasure of getting the prey. Artemis broke her own rules and became a predator. The animals were afraid and the forest started to reject her, but Artemis didn't care. She didn't see the truth. She only had Hercules on her mind. Hercules had so many works to do, but sometimes he would go to the forest to visit Artemis. Every time he did, Artemis did her best to hunt him. When she was with Hercules, she felt so happy to be with him, but she knew he would leave, and she became jealous and possessive. So you guys gotta watch over people that just want you just to have you. There's a difference between loving you and wanting you just to have you, you know? Every time Hercules left, she suffered and she cried. She hated Hercules, but she loved him also. Hercules had no idea what was going on in the mind of Artemis. He didn't notice she was hunting him. In his mind, he was never the prey. Hercules loved and respected Artemis, but this is not what she wanted. Artemis wanted to own him. She wanted to hunt him and be the predator with him. Of course, everyone in the forest noticed the difference in Artemis except her. In her mind, she was still the divine huntress. She didn't have the awareness that she had fallen. She wasn't aware that the heaven that was the forest had become hell. Because after her fall, the rest of the hunters fell with her. They all became predators. One day, Hermes took an animal form, and just as Artemis was ready to destroy Hermes, he became a god, and she rediscovered the wisdom she had lost. He let her know she had fallen, and with this awareness, Artemis went to Hercules to ask for forgiveness. It was nothing but her personal importance that brought her to the fall. And talking to Hercules, she realized she had never offended him because he didn't know what was going on in her mind. Then she looked around the forest and she saw that she had done what she had done to the forest. She apologized to every flower and to every animal until she recovered love. Once again, Artemis became the divine huntress. I tell this story to let you know that all of us are hunters and all of us are prey. Everything that exists is both hunter and prey. What is it that we hunt? We hunt to fulfill our needs. I have talked about the needs of the body versus the needs of the mind. When the mind believes it is the body, the needs are only an illusion and they cannot be fulfilled. When we hunt those needs that are unreal in the mind, we become predators. We are hunting for what we don't need. Humans hunt for love. We feel that we need love because we believe we don't have love, because we don't have love ourselves. We hunt for love in other humans just like us, expecting to get love from them when these humans are in the same condition as we are. They don't love themselves either. So how much love can we get from them? We merely create a bigger need that isn't real. We keep hunting and hunting, but in the wrong place because other humans don't have love we need. And that's why you guys need to stop looking for love in other people. First, you must love yourself, and then you can love other people. But you need to first love yourself before you try to go find someone that can love you. When Artemis became aware of her fall, she went back to herself because everything she needed was inside herself. It is the same for all of us because all of us are like Artemis after she fell and before the redemption. We are hunting for love. We are hunting for justice and happiness. We are hunting for the God, but God is inside us. The hunting of the magical deer teaches you that you have to hunt inside yourself. This is a great story to keep in mind. If you remember the story of Artemis, you will always find the love inside you. Humans who hunt each other for love will never be satisfied. They will never find the love they need in other humans. The mind feels the need, but we cannot fulfill it because it isn't there. It's never there. The love we need to hunt is inside ourselves, but love is a difficult prey. It is so difficult to hunt inside yourself to get love from inside you. You have to be very fast and fast as Hermes because anything can distract you from your goal. Whatever traps your attention distracts you from reaching your goal, from getting the prey, that is the love inside. If you can capture the prey, you will see that your love can grow strong inside you. It can fulfill all your needs. This is so important for your happiness. Usually humans go into relationships as the hunter. They look for what they feel they need, hoping to find what they need in the other person, only to find that it's not there. When you enter a relationship without this need, it's a different story. How do you hunt inside yourself? To capture the love inside yourself, you have to surrender yourself as the hunter and the prey. Inside your own mind, there is the hunter and there is also the prey. Who is the hunter? Who is the prey? In ordinary people, the hunter is the parasite. The parasite knows everything about you, and what the parasite wants are the emotions that come from fear. The parasite is a garbage eater. It loves fear and drama. It loves anger, jealousy, and envy. It loves any emotion that makes you suffer. The parasite wants to get even, and it wants to be in control. Your self-abuse as the parasite is hunting you 24 hours a day. It is always after you. So we become the prey of the parasite, a very easy prey. The parasite is the one who abuses you. It is more than a hunter. It is a predator. It is eating you alive. This prey, the emotional body, is that part of us that suffers and suffers. It's the part of us that wants to be redeemed. In Greek mythology, there is also a story of Prometheus, who is chained to a rock. During the day, an eagle comes and eats his innards. During the night, he recovers. Every day, the eagle comes and eats his innards again. What does this mean? When Prometheus is awake, he has a physical and emotional body. The eagle is the parasite that is eating his insides. During the night, he doesn't have the emotional body and he recovers. He is born again to be the food for that eagle until Hercules comes to release him. Hercules is the Christ, Buddha, or Moses who breaks the chain of suffering and gives you your freedom. To hunt inside yourself, you start by hunting every reaction you have. You are going to change one routine at a time. It is a war for freedom from the dream that controls your life. It is a war between you and the predator with the truth in the middle. In all the Western traditions from Canada to Argentina,